Hey guys, recently there was a man that passed away at one of my shows. I've been a little bummed out about it. I pre-recorded this podcast. It was meant to be put out last week, but I just didn't feel right putting it out during that time that happened. But that being said, I'm just going to release it. There's a lot of people that could benefit from it. I hope you enjoy it, and it's a tremendous, very powerful podcast. I hope you share it with the people that need it most. Check it out. It's right here. All right. I think we're up and running. We're up and... Welcome to the Puro Pinche podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with a man. He smells of weird leather and determination. Guys, this guy has literally impacted thousands of lives. Would you say thousands of lives, Billy?
I'd say getting close to thousands, yeah.
Dude, this is insane, dude.
It's crazy.
If you don't know who this guy is, I'm going to introduce you guys to somebody that is literally... I mean, you're going to probably know somebody that this guy can personally impact, okay? When we start going through this interview, you're going to understand this guy has been treating people with PTSD, been helping people with depression, people that have been going through mourning, people that have been going through grieving processes. You've seen anxiety, depression, all sorts of crazy testimonies, and you have your own YouTube channel, right, Billy? So make sure you plug your channel. What's your channel?
My YouTube channel is Billy Joe Ortiz.
Billy Joe Ortiz, guys. And is there like a cover photo that they look for?
It's a circle, and it'll have the piercings. It'll say anxiety, depression, allergy piercings on the circle.
Anxiety, depression, and allergy piercings.
Allergy piercings.
Are you serious? You're piercing people for allergies?
For allergies, and that same piercing also works for rheumatoid arthritis and asthma.
Dude,
it's crazy.
For like inflammation or what?
Yeah. Oh,
wow, bro.
A lot of the feedback that I get from my clients, it opens up your sinuses. They feel a lot of pressure that they normally get on the bridge. I guess that's what that area and it opens it up.
Like, how fast does that happen? Like, as soon as you pierce it?
Instantly, they start breathing in cold air.
Are you serious?
Yeah, cold air.
Dude, you got to tell me, dude, what is one of the most impactful, like the first time, a couple of times that you did this piercing? We have footage of our content creator Luis getting his piercing. My wife has his piercing, the anti-anxiety piercing, completely changed her life. I mean, from one moment to the next, she was having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, where she was seeing tunnel vision. She'd call me while she was driving, thinking, I can't drive. I have the kids with me. Like, I'd have to go pick her up, and it was crazy.
I hear that a lot.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, definitely,
dude. How common is that?
Well, people that suffer from anxiety, they don't want to be in a crowd of people, social anxiety. Social anxiety, yeah. A lot of it has to do with like driving is one of them that you had mentioned. They can't drive anymore. Like in traffic, they get anxious. They get real anxious. They're like holding onto a steering wheel. A lot of it, they lock their jaw or tense their fists just because they don't want to be in that situation. It's scary for them.
What happens? What happens to those people? Do you see people coming into your shop feeling like that, like at that moment?
Oh yeah.
And what happens to them?
Instantly, what they feel, and I hear this many times, they feel like a little high. A lot of people, they're like, hey, what's up, man? Or a lot of people that have anxiety, they carry a lot of tension on their shoulders and their neck. And so when I do the first piercing, I always tell my clients to take a big deep breath. And just because I always looked at their shoulders just to see if anything happens. You literally see their shoulders drop. That's a good advice for anybody. Let's actually take a big deep breath right now and be thankful for the moment, man, because this podcast is literally it might impact millions. Oh yeah. Millions of people. Like so let's take a big deep breath and be thankful for anybody that's watching right now. Good stuff, man. And make sure you follow Billy Joe Ortiz on YouTube, guys. Now, we're going to check out one of his videos right now.
And I hope it works. I really do.
Deep breath.
I'm getting like this euphoric feeling.
That's the word, man. What do you feel? That was a good sign, huh?
Yeah, it feels good. I feel real good.
Any more?
I'm not shaking on that.
That is fucking culty.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work.
Yeah.
It worked. Holy shit.
Thanks for all your services, man. It's people like you that I want to reach out to, dude. Because I know a lot of them need help.
It's like big weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Two little needles.
Yeah. 2 simple little piercings, man. It's not just for cool looks anymore. Now it's to help people out.
Like I'm feeling it throughout my whole body. Like I'm relaxing. My whole body's relaxing.
Yeah.
Because I'm always tense.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just relaxing. And like I'm feeling it in my leg that I do feel.
Yeah.
I'm relaxing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I feel better than taking medication.
Tell me one of the most powerful stories that you have on your channel that just gets the most attention.
The one that gets the most attention is well, I'm not a big editor,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the one of the first videos you'll see, it's just raw footage
Yeah,
thrown in there.
It's organic.
Yeah,
it's what
organic.
Organic.
Yeah,
Right.
So the story behind the video is this is a girl that I went to school with, and
Like high school.
yeah, high school. She showed up and she had suffered from anxiety for the longest time. Thanks to your wife, she went on Facebook and you know announced how well she felt afterwards. So she actually saw that footage and she came in. So what happened is she was getting signed up and we were waiting for her sister to show up. And we're outside, and she kept leaning against the pillars in the back, and like putting pressure on her back.
Dude, I do that all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Is it like, does that like tension in the shoulders or something?
And
bro.
Yeah, and I look at her, I'm like, what are you doing? Are you stretching? We're
Like
gonna run a mile? Like,
you're
I'm not fit
scratching
to
your
run.
back or something?
Yeah. And she's like, no, I'm trying to find my comfort zone. And she would like put pressure right in the center of her back. And yeah, I'm even doing that too.
Dude, I do that on the corner of the house because I have like these knots
Yeah.
in my shoulder blade that are like solid.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what happens to like she was doing that. What happened after that?
Well, after that, her sister showed up, and she didn't want to be inside the studio because there was people waiting to get pierced.
And there's like a lot of noise, like tattoos.
The tattoo machines going off, and yeah,
I could see how that could be a little.
It startles people.
It's
crazy.
So what happened?
So then we went to the back. I'm setting up, and I told her, "Look, this is the spot we're gonna do." And mind you, she is probably like the 4th, 5th person that I pierced for this, and I had the raw footage, like I said. So I pierced her first.
Did you show her a video of other people getting pierced, like before she got pierced?
Yes, I did. Mostly it was the video that Keely did on Facebook.
Yeah.
And she saw it, and she's like, okay. I had to go in. I have really bad anxiety. I mean, the way she was acting was like a million miles an hour. She was like you know.
Wow,
so,
dude.
yeah.
She was all over the place.
All over the place. And so I sit her down. We do the first one. Y se calma. Like, you can see,
As soon as it goes in, or what?
Oh, yeah. As soon as the first piercing goes in, as soon as they feel the sting, you can see their face changes, and they're not going like million miles an hour. They're just, like kind of slowing down.
What's the science behind it? Is it like a pressure point or something?
It's a acupressure point, yeah.
So when they put the needle through that point, what happens to the person? Like what do they feel?
They feel the looseness of their shoulders.
Like you just see like them relax.
Oh yeah, I've had people, and you'll see it on my channel. I've had a lady fall asleep on my chair.
For real, bro. Yeah. Like literally right in front of you.
She was like, you could tell her eyes were closed. She didn't want to open them, and I still had to do the other one. And she was holding onto her hair, and she just stayed like that. And I'm like, hey, you all right? And she's like, what? I fell asleep.
Wow,
and she woke up snapping out of it. It was pretty neat.
I've seen personally 3 people in my life that are dear friends of mine, or like my wife, obviously more than a dear friend, right? Yeah. But other dear friends of mine, 2 other people beside my wife have the anxiety piercing, and they love it. And not only is it 2 other friends, but like one of my friends got his whole family pierced. Okay, all of them had a tremendous experience, and people are flying from all over the world to see this man.
Yeah.
Okay, from all the way down here to McAllen, Texas.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
Would you put it? I'm gonna ask you this. Put you on the spot in front of all my fans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Would you put it out of the possibilities of you joining a comedy tour or a comedy show? Maybe we do a big show where you can be there.
Yeah.
And you could be providing live on-site piercings. Could we do that?
Awesome.
Dude, you
that
guys
would be awesome.
If you guys would love to see that, if you guys would want to see Billy Joe Ortiz at one of my shows, make sure you comment. Bring him to the show, Rayman. Bring him to the show because that would be huge. Yeah. I personally, I love making people laugh, and it's my goal to, when they come to my show, I want them to forget about their problems. I want them to just, like, for an hour and a half, it's like a mini vacation.
Live the moment.
I want you to relax, how you get those shoulders to just drop and just, like a good laugh.
Yeah.
Man, it does wonders for your soul. Now, imagine if you could have laughter combined with the feeling of your anxiety, depression leaving you, and you just go home and, wow, that would be a powerful event.
And sleep like a baby.
Yeah, a life-changing event for people, man. I see a win-win all the way across the board for people, man. Now, Billy, what's one of the what happened to the after you put going back to your friend?
Yeah.
What happened to her when you put the second piercing in?
Well, what I noticed a lot of my clients, as soon as I pierce them, especially with her, she started doing the whole shoulder movement
on one side.
Yeah, on that side that I had pierced, and so I really never put two and two together until, like, after a while I started noticing a lot of people do that. They start moving their shoulders. I'm like, are you all right? They're like, yeah, it's loosening.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it was really emotional.
Is it like the tension that's loosening?
Yeah, a lot of people say, I actually saw this lady that had like a bump on her from the tension. I'm not gonna lie. Can I cuss?
I
should not.
Have we not been cussing?
Yeah.
Have we been keeping it pretty clean? That's pretty good.
That's a win-win.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I should not, dude. She had this knot on, and it was a bump. And this is another client.
And you could visibly see it.
I could visibly see it go down. It didn't go away completely, but I mean, the big change that like went from a big bump to like kind of. And I've seen so many shoulders drop,
dude.
And now I get why people like start moving their shoulders.
That becomes your thing. Like, man, I had them shoulders dropping, son.
Yeah. I had them dancing in the chair.
What is it like for comedians, man? Like when we have somebody rolling, and you just have them just we call it busting their guts.
Yeah,
you know, I was busting their guts.
Yeah.
What would be that equivalent to you? Like you that does a piercing that sees. It just makes you feel good that you're helping people in that kind of
It would be like busting your tear ducts.
So you've seen a lot of people cry.
A lot of people cry. Yeah.
What happens to
I even cry with my clients.
Dude, it's emotional for you.
Very emotional, and it's overwhelming.
Do you find that your energies are exchanged in the process? Yeah. So this is not just, hey, you're gonna poke a dude in the cheek or something, the lobe. Where is the spot? Where's
the spot? It's called the pressure point called master cerebral, and it's where your earlobe meets your face.
And we're gonna show close up footage of a piercing right here, just so you guys can see what the spot we're talking about.
Yeah.
And what happens like when going back to your original story?
Yeah.
You put in the second piercing. What happened to your friend that you had known from high school?
Well, after we're done, she got up and she started doing the whole shoulder thing again, right? And then her sister's all like, "Are you all right?" And she goes up to a mirror like everybody does and just check out the piercing. And then she looks at me and she gives me the biggest hug and she starts crying. And that's when it hit me like, holy cow! Like,
and I'm like an emotional cry.
And
like something had been released.
Exactly. And she's like, it really worked. And so I'm there, and she turns around and hugs her sister, crying. I mean, bawling. And her sister's all like, she's been in hospitals in and out, and you know, it's like they don't know how to help her with that. And instantly, man, I teared up, man. It was pretty neat.
Wow, dude. And how long had she been dealing with this issue?
She said she had been dealing it since I think towards the end of our high school year. That was back in '99.
Man, this is huge, guys. Yeah. And by the way, in case people are wondering, hey, bro, stick to comedy. Where's the comedy?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this podcast turns into, I mean, it's more than comedy.
Yeah.
I do comedy because I want to make people feel good. That's the number one point. You got to understand. This podcast is to try to reach people, hopefully, to impact them on a level that, I mean, this podcast might save somebody's life.
Oh, yeah.
This might save somebody's life.
Yeah.
Those are the messages that I love to hear, is where people message you, you saved my life, dude. If it wasn't for this video that I saw, I would have not lost 50 pounds, 80 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I would have not gotten the epic oil, which we've seen crazy testimonies. Or just like this video that we're seeing right now, You know, your video led me to go follow Billy Joe Ortiz on YouTube. Follow him on YouTube. Follow him on YouTube. Yeah, I got you. And you can actually, based on my audience here, my fans, there could be somebody that needs to see this video. They need to go follow you. Yeah. And once they go and get the piercings, I mean, people have been flying from all over the world. What's the furthest somebody has flown to see you, Billy?
Okay, I have one lady come in from Germany. I forgot the name of the town, but I don't
Worldwide.
have that up. Yeah, I don't
El
have
pinche
that up.
pitbull te la pela. Ah, Mr. Worldwide no trae nada. Worldwide, bro. Yeah. You're reaching. That's the power of YouTube, guys. That's the power of this. I call it the Cagalero Coalition. Okay. You like that? You like that?
That's pretty good.
It's a group of people. Who knows? You could share this with one of your friends that needs this. We're going to show some videos of actual people getting their piercing done. Even our content creator, Luis, the man behind the scenes running the volume controls, he's the one. He's the backbone.
That guy's awesome. I wish I had his knowledge.
Yeah, dude, hey, you need to get yourself a content creating guru.
You do.
Dude, one of the smartest guys I've ever met. Now, he got the piercing. He saw firsthand, like immediate results. Now he has something completely different. OCD issues. He was suffering from like just really picky stuff. All of a sudden he gets his piercings, bro. He's been a completely changed person. A different machine. Luis, do you want to come? Yeah. Look, we'll have him right here. Luis, can you show us? Look, we got Luis right here. Show us the piercing. This is Luis, content creation guru master. Show us the piercing right here, bro. Look. Yeah, it's so tiny.
Yeah, it's barely there, barely noticeable.
Yeah, you can barely see it. How did you feel, bro, when you, at first, before you went to go see Billy in the studio, what happened and how are you feeling as you're walking up to the studio to go meet Billy for the first time? Explain to the people how you're feeling.
Physically, I felt like there was just so much tension on my muscles here and my shoulders and my neck. And it's maybe from the accumulation of stress, but as soon as he told me to breathe in and you put that needle in there, dude, in that exact spot, it was like a permanent acupuncture, and I felt like uneven. This side of my body was all of a sudden in euphoria, and this side of my body was still stressed, and it was a mixture. And when he went to the other side and then he finished it up, I felt like the mental space that we usually have to have our thoughts and emotions, all of a sudden, it just expanded.
So you had more like what you thought was your mind was like not enough.
Yeah, like all of a sudden you got more RAM for your brain. Like it's more storage.
Wow, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
So all of a sudden the things that you thought stressed you out weren't that big of a deal.
Because now I have more space to put it. You know, okay, I can have perspective.
A real good way of explaining it. A real good way.
And it's weird, man. Spiritually, it did things too. Like I started feeling more in tune with my vibration.
Wow.
Being able to manifest things in my reality faster. But that probably has to do more with
that's the law of attraction. Yeah. That's technical jargon here.
That's another episode.
But that's a totally different episode.
But I wanted to just thank you again, bro, for doing this for people.
And we're gonna show you the video of Luis.
I'll put it up here.
Yeah, we're gonna show you the video right here. Luis getting his piercing done by Mr. Billy Joe Ortiz right now. Check it out.
You ready or what?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's how I know he's a professional.
What?
You're showing me you didn't reuse the needle.
No, yeah.
If they get an infection, they can be like, I showed you, it's clean.
Yeah. Yep. Deep breath.
It feels weird, like something's flowing through it right now. It's
hard to describe.
It
It
is.
really is. It's a cool, very talented.
That is awesome.
Now, guys, returning back, I want you to understand that Billy is a specialist at this. You've done, how many of these piercings have you done, Billy?
Oh, well, it first started off a little slow. But then now I do like maybe man, I get people pouring in daily now.
Wow.
So it's been
Daily, bro.
Daily.
I mean, you see a crowd of people just
Oh, yeah.
needing this.
Yeah.
Have you done any
All
advertising?
ages. Through Facebook,
But
and YouTube?
like it's
Yeah.
just like pretty much word of mouth.
A lot of word of mouth.
It's mostly
Yeah.
word of, would you say it's mostly word of mouth?
It's majority of it is word of mouth. Yes.
When it's word of mouth, that means one thing, my friends. That means it works.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Nobody's gonna be putting their name on the line, their word on the line, and say, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
go check this guy out." If it wasn't really life changing, we have so many people. We're gonna check out another video of somebody getting pierced right now, so you can see what we're talking about. Now, my goal is for somebody to see this and have their maybe their interest in holistic, naturopathic medicine, ancient Chinese medicine.
Oh yeah, it works.
This is stuff that's been around for a long time.
Long time. Yeah.
Excuse me. I take a drink of my green swamp water.
Swamp water. Good stuff, man. I drink that every morning.
I love it, bro.
Yeah. Before
Moringa drink, my
Moringa.
super mix.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a podcast that is meant to empower people. Okay, that's the main goal of the Puro Pinche podcast, is to empower people. Every podcast, we're going to be giving you something valuable, something that you can share with your friends. It might not be the most hilarious thing, but it might impact somebody on a different level than a joke would could ever impact somebody.
Yeah.
That being said, Billy, what's another one of your favorite stories of somebody that you've pierced?
Another one of my favorite ones, and I wish I would have recorded. I didn't. All the good ones are not recorded.
I tell Billy all the time. I'm like, because he calls me and he calls my wife and he tells her, we start talking about these stories about how we're impacting people, how we're helping and just really try to record it. I try to tell people to record it because these things are powerful.
Yeah.
People don't believe stuff that's out there anymore. Everybody thinks, este vato está vendiendo Herbalife.
Yeah. It's all in their brain.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, but there's some real powerful stuff. So you didn't record this, and every time Billy tells me that, I'm like, ching out, Billy.
Yeah, I know.
Ching out, Billy.
I don't. Yeah.
what happened? So this is just from word of mouth.
This from word of mouth, yeah. And this couple it's a little family, and they're from San Antonio.
And they traveled down to McAllen.
They traveled from one day to the next. So this lady had anxiety, and she has a son that is ADHD. Yeah. And so she couldn't sleep. She had anxiety, so she started hearing about my videos and went on YouTube and saw the videos. She wakes up her husband, I think it was 3 a.m, she said, and she's all like, we're going to McAllen in the morning. So yeah, they drove from San Antonio. They brought their son. Their son was ADHD, and he spoke with a high-pitched voice.
For real?
Yeah, like, hey, what are you doing? Like, kind of like Steve Urkel. I don't want to put anyone down, but that's how I imagine it. You know, that's kind of what it sounds
like. Nerdy or
nerdy.
Nerd.
Really, really cool kid, man.
That's offended.
Like 19-year-old. So we're sitting down, and you could tell he was like real quiet, kind of nervous, looking around. And so me, to break the ice, I'm like, hey, so how old are you going to school? Because he saw my cap.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he loves biology. So we're talking about that just to break the ice. So
real high pitched.
Yeah, kind of like about biology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then I do the first piercing, se queda bien callado, and a lot of kids that I noticed,
You did it on him or
on him?
Okay.
And so a lot of them feel it instantly. Some take a few minutes to feel it. So then I told him, you all right? Take a deep breath, let it go. And he just looks at me real quiet. I'm like, all right. So then I jump to the other side.
Okay.
Y se queda bien callado también when we're done. And then so I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah. Like real quiet. So then his mom jumps in to get pierced next. I do the whole setup, and he's like just looking around, and you could tell something's going on because I could see their eyes like trying to wonder, like trying to figure out what's going on with their body.
Yeah.
So I'm setting up, and I hadn't even pierced a mom. I'm like wiping her ears, cleaning them up, and I look at him, and he's like just standing there dazed. And then, man, it got really emotional because then I tell him like, "You all right?" And that voice switched, and it's like his normal voice came in, and he's all like,
"I'm
like,
fine."
Yeah. He goes, it's like you flipped the switch on me or what? And then his mom looked back at him and starts crying. And I'm like,
what?
You all right? Yeah.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah. It's like I hadn't heard him talk like that in a long time.
Bro.
So it was really, really, dude, they were hugging, crying, and, like I couldn't help it.
You made him go through puberty, bro.
Yeah.
Going to those piercings. Wow, dude.
But
Billy
that
Joe,
was
man.
awesome. Yeah.
That is amazing, bro. You're changing people's lives individually. That's the only problem with what Billy Joe does is that it's not something that you could replicate. Yeah. It's not something that you could be like, well, I'm gonna make a machine that does this. Yeah. You know, it's something that you do. You're specifically like you've been doing this. Other people have tried and have messed up. Yeah. Messed up people. They've gotten infected and stuff like that. Yeah. What would you recommend those people? It's worth. In my opinion, this is my opinion. You don't have to take it. You can go get your piercing in a back alley or whatever. Just look at where it is.
You whatever. Homie, do it for a 6-pack.
Yeah. But in my opinion, if it's something to do with my health, if it's something to do with my mental state of well-being, I'll fly. Yeah. I'll drive. I'll come down and see Billy because I know it's gonna get done right. This guy uses sterile equipment. It's not like he's in a back alley. He's all his stuff is clean. It's brand new.
Everything's open in front of you. Yeah.
That's a key. A lot of people don't know it, but this guy opens the stuff right in front of you, so you know it's a brand new needle. You're not getting something hazardous to your health. This guy takes his stuff very seriously. That's the most important thing. Is that when somebody's passionate about what they do. Yeah. It really shows. Like, I'm passionate about making people laugh, and when you see me on stage, people feel it. Yeah. Like, they feel, man, this guy loves being here. This guy loves what he's doing. Yeah. Do you love, I mean, I assume that when you see people hug you and love it. And make you cry, how does that make you feel on the inside, bro?
It's overwhelming in a good way.
Oh, man, I love it.
Never in a million years. So I've been piercing going on 19 plus years, right?
Wow. And I mean, not
those piercing. No, regular piercing, belly button,
like, hey, can I get my butthole pierced? I'm going to get my butthole just pierced together a little bar.
I've done some of those. Strippers, man.
Oh, dude. Seems like a hard place to keep clean, man.
I know. That's like, what do you do when it accumulates with toilet paper?
Yeah, dude. I mean, this seems like it'd get infected rather easily, dude. Billy, can you check my butthole? It got infected. You're like, I didn't sign up for this.
I know. Like, you got to pay me extra.
So you went from piercing buttholes. I assume, even if you're piercing buttholes, at one point that becomes your routine. You're like, man, I gotta go again.
Another shitter.
What was the transition? Where was that transition where you made that discovery to pierce this spot?
It had to be when I first had more people come in, and just the way they were reacting, man. And that was something I would wake up looking forward to. It wasn't like, it's like you do like I said, I've been piercing for going on 19 years, and after a while, you do the same thing over and over again. Yeah. So you're just in and out next, and with this piercing, I actually take my time because, man, the stories that people tell me, the way they walk in, emotional, what they suffer with, and then for me to do a piercing and all of a sudden you see life in their face again, it is completely, like, it's a big change from what I'm used to. So that's what I look forward to, man.
So now when you go to work, now it's no longer, it's not a drag anymore, bro. Like, it's now... When you wake up going to work with that happiness and you're like, man, I can change somebody's life today.
Exactly.
What does that feel like? Does that feel like you got a purpose?
Exactly.
Like you're following your purpose.
Piercing a purpose again.
Wow, dude. Now, this is not what you wanted to do, right? Billy's going to school too to become a school teacher. Yeah. And what's your feeling on that? Like, do you still want to pursue the school teaching?
I still want to do it. I'm almost done. I have about a year to go, and a lot of my clients know that, and they're like, "Hey, so are you still going to do this?" Like, because they don't want to go anywhere else. I'm like, well, I would talk to my fiance, and I was telling her, like, you know what, like, this is probably my calling. Like, I'm going to do this, but at least I have my bachelor to fall on.
It's like a backup plan.
A backup, exactly.
Bro, this is simply spectacular, guys. And as we approach we're wrapping up the Puro Pinche podcast. I want to ask you guys, if you enjoyed the podcast, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you watched it till the end, make sure you comment, watched till the end. And could we do this? I'm going to put you on the spot again. Yeah. Could we give away a piercing to one lucky person?
I would love to do that.
Yeah? Okay.
You make it two.
Two. We're going to give away two people's...
if they watch it till the end.
They watch it till the end. They have to comment. Watch till the end. Yeah. This is great. I love giveaways. I love giveaways.
So do I.
Yeah. Okay. This is great. Yeah. This is what you got to do. You got to put that you're a big bell baller. What is that? What does that
What's a
mean?
big bell
What's
baller?
a big bell baller? You needed this for your YouTube channel too,
Yeah.
Billy. A big bell baller means you hit the notification button and then you hit the bell, so where it gets the little quotes on the side of the bell. So that means every time we put out a video, boom, you're getting notified, and you're a big bell baller. That's what that means. So the more big bell ballers you have on your account, bro, that's power right there. That's clout. So if you're a big bell baller and you watch till the end and you're having trouble with anxiety, with depression, with any what
allergies,
ADHD,
rheumatoid arthritis,
guys. Dude, and we're not making FDA claims or anything. This is me covering my ass.
Yeah.
We're not making.
We're not doctors.
We're not We're not making medical claims. This has not been cleared by the FDA, but it is highly powerful.
Based on a lot of feedback that I've gotten and a lot of recommendations. It's the word of mouth. And
it's the word of mouth, guys. Yeah. This is Billy Joe Ortiz. Make sure you follow him on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And we have 2 minutes, guys. Make sure you drop your watch till the end. Make sure you drop till the end and BBB, Big Bell Baller.
Triple B's.
Where you from? And where you're from. And we're going to choose 2 people to give away this beautiful, life-changing experience to. Now, wrapping this up as well, I want you to, if you guys have an idea or maybe a person that you want me to interview on our podcast, the Puro Pinche podcast, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear ideas, feedback on what you want to cover, what kind of topic you want to cover. The next episode I want to cover, guys, and this might be a powerful one for me, is because I want to cover the medical benefits of laughter. Did you know that there's medical benefits of laughter?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Dude, hugely beneficial. Laughter is so powerful, it's actually on medical record to have cured cancer without the use of chemotherapy or radiation. That's
powerful stuff, man. Yeah.
Next episode is going to be filled with actual, information where you're just like, dude, I didn't know laughter was that powerful. So when you see people that are amargados, they don't have a sense of humor, bro, you don't get any cool points for holding your laugh in. Like, just laugh, enjoy life, have a positive day. We're about to wrap this up, man. I hope you enjoyed the interview, enjoyed the Puro Pinche podcast, and if you know anybody that is suffering from these things, make sure you share this with them. Text them. Hey, it's very easy to hit that share button and text a friend that this could save their life. Billy, is there anything that you'd want to add?
I hope to see you guys soon, and please hit the triple B's so you can become a winner.
and make sure you follow Billy Joe Ortiz on his channel so you can see videos of all the people that he's recorded getting pierced, life-changing testimonies where people literally break down in tears right in front of you.
Might even hear me cry too.
Guys, that's the end, guys. Puro Pinche podcast. As a member, the captain of the Cagalero Coalition, I want to thank you for joining us. God bless you with an abundance of health and wealth. And I hope that this video made somebody's day. God bless. Ahí te guacho.